Sure.
There, now it's live.
Yay!
What all did you get done today? Anything?
Yeah, I actually got the Tugger tractor ready to go.
Me too.
Yeah, I got a YouTube notification.
YouTube notification.
Yeah, you're live.
Oh. Hell, I thought I was dead. I'm feeling that way.
We're live.
Yeah.
Hi, Willie.
Hey, how you doing, Willie? Good to see you. No, I had to go up there and get some fuel and all that and everything, and then I picked up that zero-turn mower.
I see that.
I guess the deck has some pinholes that needs welded up and stuff in it, I guess. That thing runs like a top. Everything works on it, forwards, backwards, turns. When the guy quoted the price, I was like, hey, yep, I ain't not passing that up. Hey, there's backwards small engine. Good to see you.
But I mean, even the engine's worth that. What you paid for it,
Oh, yeah.
you know. And then that doesn't include the hydraulic drives and everything else. I mean, if you parted the tractor out, you'd make twice or 3 times what you paid for it.
Oh, yeah. It's in real good shape. You know, I don't plan on getting rid of it. But
Right.
if nothing else, I'll turn it into a tugger.
Yeah. Hi, Scott.
Did you ever live or serve?
Yeah, I got hold of Daryl or Delisa rather. She said they weren't going live tonight, so I was like, well, I'm going now because I probably won't go live tomorrow night if I'm at that pole.
Yep.
So I figured, well, what the heck, I'll just do a live and get it over with. That's the way it goes. There's Ken Bates. Is it Saturday? Yeah, Ken, you overslept.
You lost a day.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, I was actually looking at those Bluetooth radios.
Uh-huh.
So they're nice, but I barely listen to the radio, when I'm driving. So,
Right.
but tomorrow morning I got to go up to the shop and put a brake line on my truck.
Oh, no, what'd you do?
I was on my way home from Mom's last night, and they were painting the lines on the main road there.
Uh-huh.
They were coming towards me, and I watched a few cars go around it. And just as I got to the truck, probably 50, 60 feet from the truck that was coming at me, motorcycle decided to come around too.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh,
So I went to the right, jammed the brakes, and popped the right front brake hose.
Hey, how you doing, Ben? Good to see you.
at least you weren't that far away from home.
Why are you
Oh,
live
yeah.
tonight? Hey, well, Kaylee, I'm not going to be live tomorrow night because I'll be at that tractor pull. Maybe, if weather permits.
It's not showing rain yet.
And our other
Well-
friends weren't going live tonight, so we're just filling the spot.
Hi, Ben. Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Ken.
Hey, Ben. I was just off to bed. You're on a day early.
Yeah. 2 ATVs didn't run tonight, so I figured, well, I'll fill the spot there because I probably won't get to go live tomorrow night because we got a tractor pull to attend. A late night pull, I guess.
We'll talk to you later then, Ben. You have a good night.
Yep.
Gotta go to bed.
Yep.
Yep. Take care, Ben.
It's late over there. He's what? UK?
Yeah.
Hi, Kaylee.
Why ain't this up and running over here?
I don't know. Go up there in the little circle and refresh it.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
There's Jeff.
Where?
Over there.
It hit the little
Hit the line.
Just hit the
Okay.
picture. It's already blocked.
What?
You're good.
So what's Jeff doing? Anything?
Yeah, I was just trying to figure my route to go to Chambersburg tomorrow morning.
Oh, what's the Chambersburg?
That's where my cultivators and my toolbar with the Hillers is.
Oh, okay. Hey, do you know when that auction is up there at Rogers? Is that this coming next Tuesday?
I'd have to look on the. You can look on their website.
Because I'm looking for some cultivators and a single plow and stuff for that little Ford.
Ben, that's too late for me, 1 a.m.
1 a.m. over there? Ooh. No, I'd done been sleeping by now.
I thought you sold the Ford.
I did to Kyle.
Oh,
Oh, then let Kyle buy the parts for it.
They were supposed to come
They were
with
supposed to come with it, and somebody decided they would rather keep it for lawn ornaments in their yard.
Who'd
After-
that be?
it. Not us.
Not us.
Oh. You would never do that, huh?
yeah. I was thinking the other day that
Uh-oh.
if you buy enough of them, enough of the spots there in the trailer park, we could put a track in at the back.
Actually, you know, I just about bought another one today.
You know, and we could put a track in across the back there. We have water, electric, plenty of parking.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got stuff for the car yesterday. I got it started today, put it in, it works. So I set some primer on it, painted it orange so it fits in like the old one did.
Really?
I was going to paint it black, but I couldn't find a black paint.
What all did that guy do?
Well, that was the starter. That was the tractor that had the broken teeth.
Ed,
And when he changed the drive on it, I put it in a 24-inch tractor. And I
Oh.
bought a brand new one for this.
Hey, and there's Bo. You must be home now, huh, Bo?
I think he's telling you to go to bed.
Yeah.
Ed. Look.
He says, what? What are you talking about?
Oh my goodness.
Been home since 5? Oh, okay.
So how are
And
you,
there's
Jeff?
Bocce. Well, Bocce, tomorrow
How
night
about you?
we got a tractor pull if we don't get rained out. So we wouldn't be doing a live tomorrow night. And 2 ATVs didn't go tonight because he was tied up. So figured I'll just go ahead and get a live stream in and be done with it.
Well, there you go, huh?
Yep.
Bo just got home at 5.
Unless the wife decides to go live from the tractor pool.
Depends on how I don't know how the
Yeah,
health service is there.
he's got stuff to break tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. I went live from there last year. You did. If I remember, yeah, that's when we had that. Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh, you
I got
missed
somebody else in the basement down here. I didn't even see them. Who in the heck
Oh
is
my
it?
God, where did you find him?
I don't know. I can't see his face. Who is it? Oh, gee.
I don't think you want to see that face.
Yes, that was scary. I was like, who in the hell's in the basement?
Hey,
But no,
what's your problem there, Mr. Jeffrey?
I think you
You just come up and scared everybody on this stream. Look, even Ed was afraid. And Ed
What,
ain't
you don't
afraid
like
of
my new
nobody.
shirt?
well, that could be Bocce. It's hard to say. But no, we got that poll tomorrow night if we don't get rained off at Stumptown poll. That's a big poll, and usually it's 1 o'clock in the morning or so before we even get done out of there.
Last year I went live there, I think,
Yeah,
wasn't
I
it?
think you did.
Ed, was it last year?
Yeah, it was last year because it was when he premiered his tractor.
Hey, how you doing,
Oh.
Wonder Win?
It's when he.
Oh, it's in the fridge in the garage. I'll get it for you, Brat.
What time is it over there in Kuwait, Winnie?
I think it's morning.
Morning over there? I don't know. It might be.
Yeah, I went to the Jacktown meeting there Tuesday,
Uh-huh.
and I had a bunch of people asking me, "Oh, you're gonna run the steamer again this year, aren't you?" I said to myself, "I don't know. Really don't care to. I'd
Right.
like to go to the show and have a good time, not just sit in front of some big ass boiler all for 2 days."
Uh-huh.
So I might not even go there. I might just say the heck with it.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Uh-oh, we lost Briggs.
That's no loss.
He went too far from the signal or something.
Yeah.
It started swirling, and then all of a sudden, gone.
Down.
Watching stick.
Bocce's sick.
Sick of what? She been dipping into the M&Ms again, huh?
Something. And
Eating too many of them Girl Scout cookies.
Hi, Susan.
Hey, Susan, and yeah, so we had a big manhunt over here today.
oh no, what'd you do? Who was looking for you?
About 50 cops.
Uh-oh, what the heck did you do?
I'm not sure what I did, but I know they were looking. So the truck behind me, he hit me so they wouldn't find me.
Oh, okay.
Right off 287. Well, right off of 80 there. You go up like one exit on 287.
Uh-huh.
There's a big reservoir there. I guess, I don't know, something about some stolen car or something crashed and there was armed people or some shit. But I know I went through there like 7, a little bit after 7 this morning, and everything was all backed up. And you know the funny thing is, when you see about 45 cops standing on the side of the road, on the roadside of the guardrail, looking into the woods, and they got them all their vests on and the AKs hanging from them and stuff. And I'm looking at, I was laughing because most of them are standing on their cell phones talking and this and that and stuff. Like, yep, you guys are just doing it.
Wow.
And the reservoir, when you go up 287, it's only couple. It starts like 300 yards up off of 80.
Huh.
And when you go that way, it's probably about 150 yards from 287 over to the reservoir right there.
Huh. What'd you do? Go too far into the garage? Is he moving?
Yep. Yep.
You go.
Yeah, I lost signal for a minute.
Oh, okay. So, Jeff, you still didn't tell me what in the heck did you do that they was looking for you?
I really don't know. All I know is the truck behind me, he was hiding me so he couldn't find me. You know, all the trucks and stuff on between 80 and 287, he was the only guy that was, we were talking back and forth about what they were doing.
Wow.
You know, he hollered a couple times for southbound. I said, you know, the problem here is you got to text somebody on that side of the road because the radios don't go over the concrete anymore.
Hey, Crystal Lynn, good to see you. Yeah, that's crazy. But you know, that's nowadays trucking though. That you may as well get used to that. You can't reach northbound, southbound, eastbound, westbound. Just forget it.
Yeah. If you had their number and texted them, though, you could talk to them.
Maybe. But if I'm driving, I don't answer texts either.
Oh, that drives me nuts when I see the phone flash. It's like, really?
Uh-huh.
I told them one day, you know how hard it is to drive this truck down the road empty, trying to read a freaking text?
That's why you don't do it.
No, tell
Yeah.
me how hard it is to do it.
Everybody's a wise guy, huh?
We're
I
just
just
seeing
have-
if you was reading Texas or not.
No, I'm not reading Texas.
Mater's on the road. Don't tell me. He went to Harvard.
I seen something a little while ago. Something about FedEx Ground just fired off like 230 people or something. 230 drivers.
Yep, I seen that. I seen that as well.
I wonder why.
Don't know. They dropped a whole bunch of subcontractors. Is what they did, owner operators. The guy with a bunch of trucks, and they didn't want to cover their areas and this and that, so flat ass canned them.
They probably send them all the places that they wouldn't send their own trucks.
Probably. That's about owner operator. That's about what owner operators get. The
Yeah.
shitloads that are left over.
Uh-huh.
Went to Harvard. I kind of
That's it.
thought
That's- They lost their contractors because I wasn't there driving for them.
Oh, gee.
Oh, I'm sure that just made a big difference with them, Briggs.
But no, it just it's the way things are nowadays.
Well, I'm sure it did, Jeffrey.
And the more they get more trucks and all that and everything, you're going to see more and more of that. That they're going to cover it on their own. Because the economy just ain't what it was. Everything's slowing down right now.
Now, that ain't what I saw in the paper yesterday morning. I saw in the paper
Who's
yesterday
good
morning
being old?
your president with a big, stupid smile.
Wait.
They had a whole article about how he was like 8 points ahead of Trump there for being
Jeff.
the president.
Hold on a minute. Did you say your president, sir?
No, I said yours.
No, sir. I believe you said it, your president.
Uh-uh.
And I'm going to leave that alone with your president.
Me flying a Trump flag in the back of my mighty Ford every day should tell you something.
Oh, Lordy. You ain't getting no gas mileage
Did you
doing
say
that.
mighty Ford?
Yeah.
What's so mighty about your little Ford?
It only cost me $1,800.
That works. Hey, you
And
know
there's
what?
no rust on it.
I tell you another good one, Jeff. I picked up a zero turn.
Did you?
Yes.
All by
sir.
yourself?
Yeah,
Wow, I don't want to mess with you then.
I'm telling you. But this guy come over and wanted to know if I would be interested in buying a zero turn mower. So this guy loads this zero turn mower up and brings it to me, and he sells it to me for $100.
Really?
Yeah,
I'll bet it doesn't run.
It
it
runs.
runs like a champ. I started it and backed it off the trailer and everything. Hey, there's Delisa. How you doing? They made it.
Hi, Delisa.
Ed, what are you doing? You ain't got no camera again.
I shut it off.
Oh, Lordy.
What are you doing?
Maybe we
You
don't
like
want to
that.
know.
Yeah, maybe we don't want to know.
Hi, Delisa.
So what are you going to do with a zero turn?
Mow grass.
Oh, I thought you already had tractors for that.
I got
Hey,
3 of them
Daryl.
sitting there.
Oh,
Daryl's in here too.
Daryl's in
Hi,
here.
Daryl.
Hey, Daryl. Why the heck didn't he go live then?
okay, Dale, you got to count for yourself. How come you're not live tonight?
You have too much to do, his wife said. Or, Delisa, did you just let Daryl out of the closet?
She just left him out of the well.
Out of the well? Oh,
Well, beans are not on camera. How do we know it's really Daryl?
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. He was at the neighbors working on the truck. Oh, Lordy.
Leave it to Bocce to have to say something not nice.
Is that what you're doing, Ed?
No, I'm actually uploading a video, and I'm turning it over here, looking at my other computer. So I didn't think it'd be very nice if I wasn't like staring, looking at you all while I'm talking to you. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
She did not put him in the well, for the record. Oh
She
lordy.
did not stuff.
So
him in the
anyway,
well.
I got a strange phone call this afternoon. Well, here just a little bit ago, about an hour ago, from Mama Sandra Sweener.
Oh no.
Uh, Bama. Uh,
The well would have been a good place to be.
huh?
I said the well would have been a good place to be.
Oh, that truck didn't whip you that bad.
Well, I put a fuel pump on it yesterday, and I couldn't walk. I couldn't even walk in the house. I mean, I was in tears. I took the bed off by myself, and my back and legs were hurting me so bad last night. I just laid there and
Wow.
I mean, I actually sat on the ground out there for a good 45 minutes yesterday after I'd done all that. And then I get the fuel pump on it, and I turned it over, and then I forgot to put fuel in the carburetor, so I went and get so I could make it pump itself
Dylan's
up.
kid.
And the
Don't know.
then when I get back out there, the doggone steering column is locked up now. I can't the key won't turn or anything else on it. So I got to tear the daggone steering column apart now.
Did you try pulling hard left and right on the steering wheel and try to get the key to unlock?
Yep. And I mean, the steering wheel is not locked. It's just the gear, but it won't go in gear, and the key won't turn over. So I reckon I got to tear it apart and see if that key's jammed up in it or what. So
Right. Okay.
I got out there a while ago and tried messing with it, and there's a little lock ring
Right.
underneath it. I've had that steering wheel apart half a dozen times,
There you go.
but I got so frustrated a while ago trying to get that lock ring out.
Oh, I bet.
And so I went down to my neighbors, the one I've been helping work on that Barracuda, and they were down there playing music. So I just sat there and listened to the band play.
There you go.
Him and a friend were playing music. So
Okay, Bocce. All right, back to Doug Sweener. I got a phone call from his wife, and he's home from the hospital, and he had to go in and have some tests done and everything. Now he's full of cancer. His
Oh
stomach,
no.
oh no,
his stomach, his neck, his throat, and everything and up into his head. So
This will be the second.
oh my
This will be the
God.
second time.
yes, and so I talked to her for a bit, and I talked to Doug. He's got pretty good spirits and everything, and she's going to keep me updated with how he's doing. They're going to start that chemo and everything on him again. But everybody just keep him in your prayers. He's got a rough road to go with as much as he's got now.
Cool. Yeah. It's all uphill now.
Yeah.
Nah, he's
Is that-
beating it once. So do it.
If he stays strong, he can do it. Doug's a good guy. We went down and we met him in the hospital there in Alabama the last time when he was down. Heck of a good guy. He said he's going to try to get out and get some video shot of the race mower. So if he keeps active and stays with it, he'll do good. I think.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Hoping anyway.
Yeah.
If he gets down too bad, I'll have to make a trip back down to Alabama and lift him up again. Heck of a guy.
Super nice guy.
Yeah.
He was one of my first subscribers.
Yep. He's a really good guy.
That's
Hey, how you doing, Wayne? Good to see you.
I might have to take a trip out that way there so I can go with you.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Like I said, you know, it was surprisingly when I looked at my phone and it said Talladega. I'm like, who the heck's in Talladega? And then I realized that Dougie lives out in Talladega. I answered and it was his wife. And she explained everything that was going on and all. And then I spoke with Doug there for a bit. But I if he keeps the spirits up and everything, he'll pull through it again.
oh, I mean, cougar was it a real cougar or was she?
Hey, how you doing, Lucky? Good to see you.
Yeah, is that a real cougar or what?
What's that?
Hey, Lucky.
Said he survived a cougar attack. And luckily his wife was there.
Oh, Lordy.
Hey, Lucky.
But that's what I was wondering if his wife was the cougar.
I don't think Wayne would say that because he would probably get beat up even worse.
Yeah, that.
Wayne, be careful what you're saying.
Geez.
Oh boy.
She must have had to work off that breakfast that he sent me, or I seen pictures of on Facebook.
Oh Lord. Watching you guys on the big TV. On his cell phone. Oh Lordy.
Auto spell. You gotta watch that. That ain't right either.
Yeah, sometimes it makes big boo-boos.
Oh yeah.
Well, you ought to try auto spell with my accent. I mean,
Don't work too good or what?
my accent and my stuttering. It's liable to say anything.
Does it look like alphabet soup?
I got her confused.
Geez.
Obviously, you don't have a smartphone, huh?
That's the problem. It's too smart. It's a lot smarter than I am.
I got a smartphone that just keeps dying because it's not smart enough to plug itself in.
Yeah, I
Geez,
wish
I
mine
wonder
would
where
do
that's
that.
from.
There you go.
What the heck was that?
We don't know.
We gotta put your glasses on, Lucky. Look at the rest of us. We're all here with glasses. Or some of us.
Yeah, right.
Now, I would love to see Bocce's talk to text. They'd have to put the naughty word filter on it.
Uh-oh.
Ain't kidding.
Oh, she's one of them?
Yeah, she'd be talking and it'd be blank, 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 and then more words and then blank, 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 blank. And it's like, okay, what is she trying to say here?
Yeah, she's from Rhode Island. They don't talk like that.
Yeah,
I guess there's too many blanks to fill in, huh?
yeah. It's the way it is.
Oh, and I got the 3-pointers hooked up now, too.
Should have known what you're ducking talking about.
You don't know what you're ducking talking about. Oh, Lordy. There she goes with her ducking. That's that Rhode Island stuff.
Yeah. I had to get new bolts and stuff to put the 3-point back together.
Okay, Jeff, tell me. The small tractors, what is that hitch type? Is it an O or something like that?
It's Cat O.
It's what?
It's category O, which is smaller than category 1, which is smaller than category 2.
Okay, I tried to call you and you wouldn't answer my phone call and you never called me back. I left you a message and everything. I was trying to find all that out on what your tractor took.
Oh, is that the message that I seen about 4 days later?
I guess.
Oh, you mean the answering service didn't tell you that day?
No.
Oh.
You're taking a page out of Mark's book.
Yeah.
But look
Well,
at
I
the
called him back after I heard it, and I got the answering department.
There you go. I thought it was O, but I wasn't sure. I wanted to make sure because I'm going
Yeah,
to
it's O.
machinery sale tomorrow and trying to pick
Tomorrow.
up or Tuesday
Okay.
and trying to pick up a couple implements.
Tomorrow you're going pulling.
Maybe I'm going.
Then Wednesday I'm going to machinery. They're gonna hook up to me, so
You're going
See,
to
that's what Category 0 looks like.
they're gonna hook machines up to me. I mean,
and you'll be fine.
I hope it's all right. But
Yeah,
that's why I'm out there trying to get as much done as I possibly can because if they have, because they done told me I'm gonna be set up for 2 or 3 days because they don't want me, possibility of blood clots or whatever else. So.
Look at that fancy chrome star. I feel guilty painting it.
Oh Lordy. So what are you getting done, Daryl?
Well, I'm trying to get it running right now. I took the bed off. I got it leaned back. I ain't got no muscle to help me get that thing off there. But in order to take the bed off, I had to take the back bumper and the trailer hitch off of it. So now I've got it all sitting back on the wheel. I got it back far enough I could put the fuel pump on it.
Mm-hmm.
And now I got to get the steer. Like I said, the steering wheel locked up on it, so I got to take the steering wheel apart to find out why the key won't turn over. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lisa, that's what I was wondering, but Heartcap, he'll do good. He'll do good with that. Because if there's anything there, they'll put a stent in right while they're doing it. Then you'll be out of there.
Hopefully they said that my rhythm ain't right, so that's why they're doing all this junk. So,
Well, good golly, quit letting your wife throw you down the well and then fetch you back out and throw you back again. You'll be fine.
well, on these 85-degree days, the well's finally got some cool water in it. I mean, it feels good.
85. That's not hot.
Yeah, I went through that and it wasn't bad, other than going up down them steps until that heel was up.
Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna be able to lift nothing heavy or nothing like that for a few days afterwards. So.
Believe me, Daryl, after that, you ain't gonna lift nothing heavy, period.
Well, just think though, Daryl, you got your bodyguard. They'll do all that lifting.
Well, her back's worse than mine be for the next few days, probably.
I didn't. She'll be using the 2x4.
She gets mad enough, she's liable to make me get out there in the front yard and dance, taking my pistol, shooting around my feet, like them old cowboy western movies.
Oh shoot!
I get on her nerves enough.
Hey, that'd be a good video to see, huh?
And believe you me, if Lisa would do something like that, she would video it and put it up.
Probably. Huh? Everybody look, Daryl can dance.
Oh Lordy.
Yep. She definitely will do that, but
yeah, I think you'll do pretty good with that. That's really not that bad.
yeah, I had one done about 25, 30 years ago, but I know it was something that was coming because They told me back then when they did it, they was that I had got some kind of hereditary disease that my arteries get narrower as it closer it gets to my heart.
Mm-hmm.
So, in other words, they said probably in 20 years, if my diabetes got worse, uh, that I would probably have to go back in because
Right.
they were threatening to put a pacemaker in me back then,
Uh-huh.
but come to find out that doggone heart doctor got busted with cocaine
Oh
months
boy.
later. So
Where did you find him
yeah,
at?
it was a woman. It was a
Wow.
woman doctor.
Holy
Wow.
smokes.
But Daryl, from back then to now, the technology is unreal.
Yeah.
I know my
mean,
heart problem is it takes off and it starts going like 180.
yeah.
Well, they put that steel valve in mine and then turned around and wired me all up for the pacemaker and all that and everything, and heck, it wasn't no time at all. But it all worked out.
Thank you there,
I
Bucky.
remember the day the doctor come in to me when I was in New York and he told me we're looking for a donor heart. We're probably going to do a heart transplant on you. And my eyes just about come out of my head. And I said, no, you ain't.
Oh,
Ain't no way anybody's going in there and put a new heart in me.
Well, all I did was I went to get a daggone cup of coffee, and next thing I know, I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, with open heart surgery. Whenever I woke up,
uh-oh. Did you have high blood pressure before that, Mark?
no, I've never had high blood pressure. Still don't now. What it was the valve that they replaced. The valve was sticking closed, and it kept making me pass out. And I was trucking the whole entire time.
Oh boy.
No.
It's a good thing you didn't do that in a truck, huh?
I was in the truck. I stopped to get a cup of coffee.
That's what I just said. It's a good thing you weren't in the truck when that happened.
Well, what the valve just kept sticking, so all I'd have to do is hit a pothole and it'd bring me back.
Oh. What do you think you over here? What do you think you over here in Newark or over in the Bronx or something?
Shoot, it's that way everywhere. Especially the rumble strips, they'll wake you up. Yeah, it's all good.
Well, the more taxes they get from people, the less they fix to put in the road. So I mean, I reckon I better not get on that subject. I ain't want to get twisted shut down.
Yeah, no. I know a guy that knew some other guy that got in trouble for that stuff.
I
remember-
right now, but
I remember when I got sick. I was sitting here one morning. I woke up and I thought it was something wrong with my foot because it didn't feel right in my legs here. Needless to say, when we got over to the hospital, I made it just inside the door and the show was over. I don't even remember that. I remember the last thing I remember actually is being in the kitchen.
Wow.
well, a couple months ago, if I was still waiting on that if I hadn't switched heart doctors, I look back at what the first doctor's notes were in the computer, and he said he put in there that my heart rate was one chamber of my heart was only doing like 70%. So, and this other doctor finally got the records from that doctor, and this was supposed to be the most recommended doctor, but I never even seen him in the office. I just call him. He just stick more medicine on, and that was when my blood pressure was going crazy. And
That's how I ended up back up here in Ohio 10 years ago, because there was no good heart doctor anywhere down there. And then they brought me back up here to Cleveland Clinic.
then this guy finally got them records from where I'd had all that there stress test and all that stuff. He said to go to get my ass get a heart cath, son. So, I mean, I still had to wait pretty much 3 weeks since he wanted me to get in there to get the heart cath done. But
So what's it like being up here with all these sickly people?
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, that's about it, Lucky. Yeah, it was crazy because they did that heart cath on me and everything else, and they said I was perfectly fine. It wasn't my heart. Okay, so I went back to work, and then I just kept passing out. Then Cleveland Clinic found it off of the heart cath that they did at the hospital. That the valve was messed up. And it was like, okay, you guys guaranteed me 100% it wasn't my heart. You know.
Sounds to me like they lied.
I'm just thankful that I didn't just listen to that other doctor. I went to this doctor to get second opinion because when the doctor don't want to see you in his office and all that stuff, I know that they were idiots about that their so-called virus, but shouldn't that have made been just as important as getting a cough and sniffles? I'll get it out of my mouth in a minute, but
Yeah. You know, the nowadays doctors, I swear, half of them are just out to make the money and they don't want to tell you nothing. They milk it out, milk it out, milk it out. And then it finally comes to the end results of it.
well,
Half. I think most of them are just in it for the money.
I believe that. I truly
well,
do.
and it's a doctor is just about like a daggone mechanic. You know, you used to could a real mechanic can walk up to a car and listen to it and know about where to look. Nowadays, if you ain't got that damn computer to hook up to it, you can't do nothing to it now.
Right.
But that's why I want to get this 91 running again in case. I can stick a daggone. If worst comes to worst, I can put a mechanical fuel pump on it and put a carburetor on it, and I can still ride in that song. But,
Oh, yeah.
I resemble that remark
What remark was that?
about plugging a computer into a car to find out what's wrong with it.
yeah, well, yeah, but you was with it back before mechanics were just parts changers, Ed. Nowadays they're just parts changers.
All I can say is if it messes up, I just tell them, you better call a mechanic.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I used to be a fair shade tree mechanic. I could figure out basically what I needed to change on something. But nowadays I open the hood on that 2015 out there. I take it to the Chevrolet place, let them change the damn oil on it now
Oh, yeah.
because it takes me 10 minutes to find the dipstick on it.
Yep.
Much less change it.
I had me a pretty good day today. I had to go to physical therapy again today.
Did you?
How's that going?
How did it go? Oh, Lord, you didn't want to ask.
Did they
that.
make you run on a treadmill?
Well, let's just say we had words today.
Uh-oh.
Then he proceeded to tell me that I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do for you. And I proceeded to tell him, you ain't did a fucking thing for me. So I don't know why you would tell me you can't do nothing for me because you ain't did nothing.
Well, that is basically the same thing that Delisa and them did get. When Delisa was going to the physical therapy, and she flat out cussed them out, and the daggum cussed them out one day while they was trying to stretch her.
Yeah. So I told him, I said, you may as well just released me back to work, and I turned around and walked out of the office. Hey, where you going?
I'm going to work.
There ain't nothing you can do for me.
So yeah, and so he ended up calling the wife and telling her, hey, he's got to come back in on Monday. I said, you tell him to go fuck himself. He ain't gonna see me again. I'm going back to work.
Well, if he can't do nothing for you, then
Exactly. You're not getting another dime more.
just turn around, just turn back, just tell him to write that words down that they ain't nothing that physical therapy ain't gonna help you, and
Right.
then go back to when you go back to your doctor, your back doctor, you just telling them what they said, what the physical therapist said. And just get it in writing. They said that there ain't nothing they could do with you. So
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. You know, give me a work release. I'm going back to work. I can't do that.
yeah,
You're not going to waste my time anymore. I've done put up with this for 8 damn months.
yeah.
Give me a paper. I'm going back to work. So I don't know. And then
I know.
they wanted to send me to that pain management and get this drug and that drug to help this out. And it's like, I'm not covering this up. I'm not taking nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's a narcotic and you can't drive an 18-wheeler under the influence of that. So they're stupid.
Yeah.
Or
I don't want to mask it. I want to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just think you got a month now. There's one of them daggum electronic logbooks that the federal government said they ain't no good no more. So you could actually just lie to them and you can truck up right now with paper logs again, and you'd think you was back in the old
What,
days.
they did away with electronic shit?
For a certain manufacturer of a certain electronic logbook thing.
Don't
They got
say
to go back to paper log. Whoever was using them got to go back to using paper logs for a month or who.
Hey,
So,
how you doing, Sam? Good to see you.
hey Sam.
Yeah, but mine was always messed up anyways. It kept blowing the fuse for some reason. So I had to use paper log.
Yeah.
So
You wouldn't even have to blow a fuse right now, though, Mark. That's the thing about it. I think they said they put it off to the end of November. They got it to the end of November to get the logbook to get the different setup for their logs for all them trucks. So.
yeah.
I don't need no logbook.
I don't need no logbook either because I ain't never hauled a load of logs anywhere.
I ain't either.
Yeah, right?
So
I can't say that.
hey, how you doing, Lisa Ann?
Hey, Lisa Ann. I really can't say that. I have hauled a pickup truck full of firewood, so
That don't count.
No, that don't count at all.
Well, after you get done with all your stuff, Daryl, you put a load of firewood on and come on up. I need a load for my garage.
Well,
At least I'll take you and Delisa out for breakfast.
You would do that for them?
well,
Kayak. Yeah, Sam. We've seen quite a few of them refreshing moments on the kayak.
well, the question is, how many mile an hour you got that kayak up to now, Sam? Probably
Yeah.
40,
Faster than you
40
can
mile an hour
run.
now, or what?
Boy, what will we do without you on here, Bocce, to keep it straight?
Bocce, I'm not messing with anybody's head because there's not a whole lot there to mess with, sweetie.
Well, and you or us.
Either or.
I resemble that last remark.
Well, bring it on up, Mater. I'll take it if you want to bring it up. Oh shit.
I need to get out and get me, which I got a daggum pile of pallet wood back there in the back. I got the bus. I'm gonna use it this year for my heater in the wood stove. I reckon. So
Hey, some of that stuff's some pretty hard wood that lasts a while. That
yeah,
pallet wood like that.
yeah, it was. I mean, these were them crates they hauled all that parts in. I champed Volvo, so I got a whole stack of them. Lisa's fussing about the mess up back there now. I got stacked up back there. But
No, Bocce. No. Combining minds would not be good. Because if you read my mind, you would run like hell.
yeah,
Well, I think the whole problem is Bocce can't read to start with.
Oh, Lordy.
And there goes my Girl Scout cookies for this year, huh?
well, she's got the. Well, if Bocce's as short as y'all say she is, then
It's not short. She's plate size.
so everything in Texas is not bigger, right?
No. Texas, everybody said that everything in Texas is a lot bigger. That's a joke.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of pipsqueaks out there.
I have too.
Well, it's only because Texas is so big, people look small.
The only thing about Texas is they got big attitudes.
Yeah.
But to actually back that attitude up, I don't see it. I just looks like a bunch of cupcakes.
Dang, Lisa Ann, is you getting that West Coast hurricane over there or what?
Wow.
I mean, I seen that they had
Bocce
one.
is 5 foot tall, huh?
Oh, don't forget that inch and a quarter. She'll get real hurt over that. They had the stretcher to get that.
I'm gonna stick with the 5 foot. She was probably standing on her toes for that inch and a quarter.
Was you wearing high heels, Bocce, to get the inch and a half or what?
That was called traction, where they stretched her. They had to get that inch and a half, inch and a quarter.
Want to go outside, bud? Come on,
Yeah.
we go outside. Ready?
Typh-
Come on, let's go.
That's right. It's
Come on,
the
dude.
western
There he
side of the
goes.
world. They call it
You can go,
typhoon.
buddy.
On the West Coast, they call it typhoons. I forgot about it.
Right. Oh Lord.
Well, you can always go back to Rhode Island.
I don't know. Rhode Island wasn't really all that big of a state. It's pretty small. You get through
Yeah, Rhode Island, if you sneeze, you're at the other side already.
Yeah.
Uh,
But they're expensive in tickets up there. Whew.
Oh, yeah.
I found that out. Left lane, no trucks. All I seen was blue lights.
Yeah. You weren't going fast enough or they couldn't have caught you.
Well, the traffic was pretty heavy. I was out there letting the cars on that was getting on the interstate, being courteous, and well, it cost me.
See, that's what happens when you try and be a nice guy, huh?
Yeah, kind of sucked. 350.
Shoot, I've been to some mills that were bigger than Rhode Island.
Yeah. Oh Lordy, leave it to Sam.
Oh, boy.
Hey, when Sam went fishing with that little remote control boat, when a fish would bite, he'd take off with that boat. And he would take them fish for a ride. But he did get one good size one that about sunk his boat. It was good. It was a good video. It really was.
So fish can water ski.
Mm-hmm. Sam was showing us how fish water ski because he'd take off and just drag them behind that remote control boat. It is pretty cool. Go watch that video. It was a good video.
So what time do you think I should leave tomorrow to get down there by about 11 o'clock?
How many miles is down there?
Why you gotta ask silly questions like that?
Well, you got to know that to get an answer.
Oh, let me see here. Let me see what this says.
Well, if you just pretend you're a dispatcher there, Jeff, and I guarantee you that they'll say you can get there 2 hours before you leave. So I mean,
Yeah.
It says 191 miles.
191 miles, so you may as well figure 4.5 hours,
yeah.
depending traffic.
3 hours and 28 minutes, this says, but that's a lie.
That's
Figure 4.5 hours.
that's without them orange cones every 10 miles down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Or some idiot that can't keep it out the ditch.
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't be me because I don't go in the ditch.
No, once you leave the road, that's when you put it to the wood and you get right back on the road.
Yep. How did they see that? When in doubt, power out.
That's it.
I don't know why this thing keeps telling me to go the way it does.
Because of your location. Now you go 10 miles down the road and it's going to change your location and you're going to get another route.
Yeah. And then it'll say you missed your turn. Turn around and go back the other way.
Well, I know I'm not going through Jersey like it says. It wants me to go 519, which by the time I get down to Phillipsburg or whatever it is, I've already burned over a half tank of gas, so I ain't going that way.
Oh boy.
I'm thinking I might just go across and take 33 down.
Uh-huh.
That might be quicker, huh?
It could be.
I'll do it and see what happens.
All I know is the GPS in my pickup truck out there, it's got a woman's voice, and even Delisa fusses at me for trying to listen to her. So
Yeah.
turn that daggone noise off.
Yeah. I listened to Sandy's directions one time. She was sitting there in the passenger seat reading the atlas. The next thing I know, I'm in a residential area in New Jersey, in Newark.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Oh.
But once you got off 280, the show was over, huh?
Oh, you ain't kidding. It was a bad day.
I'm
Well,
guessing you didn't get off for 21, huh?
No.
Well, at least maybe she didn't run you up on the daggum 12-6 bridge and a toll booth that want to charge you $150 to go across it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can get into New Jersey, but you got to pay to get out. Just about. I mean,
Oh yeah.
any way you can try to go out that daggum place with a truck.
Oh Lord.
You got,
Bocce says she can tell you where to go, but it might be the long way around.
All right, you have my undivided attention now.
Yeah.
You done with it now?
Yeah.
Oh jeez. But no, I mean, if the poll kicks off, I think she might try to do a live stream from the poll like she did last year, whenever I took a real bad ride.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
You know, it's a funny thing. My GPS doesn't talk to me.
Huh.
Mine
Did you hit
does.
start?
Huh?
Do you hit start and all that and unmute
No.
it?
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. When you bring it up on where you want to go, it'll say start. And you push that button on the screen that says start. And
It'll
then,
say, it'll say proceed to highlighted route.
yeah,
And
Well, I know the GPS I had about 5-6 years ago. That thing was a piece of junk. Sometimes
Yeah.
it worked, but a lot of times you actually had to go there first, and then this thing would figure it out.
well, I mean, I mean, my GPS is up here. I mean, over 20 years, you know, most of the time I didn't even have to look at map books, but
now
a lot of places. But
I still use my Garmin.
I mean, but the other thing was them things, it always come up with this far to go. You know, it says should be arriving in blah blah time. Well, that's a target to beat, ain't it?
I
And
think.
they keep changing the time on me. I mean, no matter how fast I go, it wants to change the time.
Yeah,
The arrival. I mean, so
that's it. Yeah, Sam, that's the only way you can do it. If it fails, you just keep trying, then you'll figure it out, and then it gets way out of hand because it's way overbuilt.
yeah.
And
Now,
that
who are you going to tell where to go there, Briggs?
we'll just leave that conversation alone.
There's my GPS right here.
Yep.
If I can't find it on that page, I don't need to go there.
I guess that's a good way to just stay at home then, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, I know I go across the 80, I drop down on. I need a magnifying glass. I can't read that.
That's how you learn, Sam, is from mistakes. You're exactly right. And trust you me, I've made a lot of mistakes.
I've never got lost. I've got misplaced a damn bunch, but I ain't never got lost.
As long as I had diesel in them tanks, I was never lost.
That's it.
That's it.
Only Piglet gets lost.
What's that?
I said only Piglet gets lost.
Well, I had a phone call last night at 11:45. A phone call like what you had to go find somebody to get them back on track. Yeah. Because there was a fatality accident down at 171 and 43, just north of Carrollton there.
Yeah.
And they had to detour on back roads. And they didn't know where they was at.
Would you have to go tell them they were in the car?
So, and the other person was at work that called me to go find them.
It amazes me that some people live in an area for a long time, but only know us one way to get from point A to point B.
Yep.
I mean, you would be surprised back before GPS and all this stuff. You'd be surprised at how many people that could not tell you how to get from a major highway into a place. I mean, calling for directions.
I can't even picture what it would be like with people on no GPS today.
Yep. Bossy,
No,
you're right. My phone, when it rings, it's stupid calls.
Well, you get in a major city and they ride the damn bus to work. They don't have no idea which roads they took to get there.
The best ones that gets me is I'm looking for a place and the person's standing right in front of the damn place when there's no sign on the building and they work there and they don't even know where they work.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you love that?
What?
Yeah.
Don't you just love that?
Oh, it's great. And you see it all the time.
Well, see, I'm really bad giving directions because I'm like, yeah, you go up here like 3 streets, turn a left, you know. What's the street name?
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I don't know.
Well,
But
I'll tell you this, and I shouldn't tell you this. They came and cut down all the trees up through here.
Mhm.
Okay. Son of a bitch, if I didn't drive past my house 3 times before I realized I passed it. And Sandy says, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going home." So then I get all the way almost to Minerva and realize I done passed the house. I turn around, I head back, and next thing I'm clean over in Malvern. I passed the damn house again.
You know, that's really something you shouldn't even admit on YouTube.
It took me forever.
well,
So,
the one day,
there's a deer out there, the corner of the road now. There's a deer laying down right there, one of them cement ones. So I know when I see the deer, I have to turn. So hopefully it's not by a cornfield or anything because I'm turning.
I've been to your house how many times?
Yeah,
The one day I was coming, I turned in that first drive,
it sneaks
and
up.
I'm like, damn it, one more, and I know I can't get around the back, so I had to get out and turn around and come back out, get back out on the main road, turn in your road.
Well, there's one customer I went to. It was a food warehouse, and I called them up to get directions, and they said, "Well, this was out in the middle of Kentucky, sundown. Where I mean, you thought I was in Amish country, all these damn big barns and houses and all this stuff." And they said, "Well, when you come up to you come up to a white house, turn left." And this is, it looked like a little rinky dink road. It wasn't, I mean, I was on a rinky dink road to start with. And the further I got down, every house I seen all the way down through there was white. And, and then when I finally realized that the house that I passed, this was in the middle of the night, of course. The only house was freaking gray house. I mean, the one that I actually had to turn left by. Well, I said they didn't have no signs up, nothing else saying that food warehouse was back down there. And I just said, well, this is the only daggum side road I see down through here, so I'm gonna turn down it, and that was the road I needed to be on.
My favorite thing is some of the jobs we run to are like in these little developments and stuff, and I get there and it's like 10 minutes later, the guy behind me called me up and it's like, "Hey, where do I got to go?" "Well, where are you?" "I don't know." And my answer is, "Well, if you don't know, I can't help you." I just hang up on him. Figure it out.
Well, I went
If
over
you
to
can't
PA.
give me a street you're on there, I can't help you.
Well, I went over to PA one time to pick up a bunch of light bulbs and stuff for work because we are doing an LED changeover, and they couldn't ship them to us for like a week, but I could go pick them up like the next day. So I jump in our box truck, drive almost 3 hours away. They gave me the address and everything. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. Put it in my phone. I get there, get in the area. I'm looking there. It's like, okay, turn left here, turn right here. Well, I'm driving into this big complex warehouse, complex. It says you have reached your destination. There's a big sign that has all these business names on it with arrows pointing whichever direction. It doesn't say what building. There's 30 buildings in this place. So I start driving down this road that had the arrow pointing to the business I was going to. I'm driving down. There's no addresses on any of the buildings. There's letters A, B, C, D, A1, B1, C1, whatever. I drove around there for like 20 minutes. Finally, I called the salesman. I said, "Hey," I said, I'm in this warehouse district thing, I said, all the buildings are the same color. I said, "What building are you in?" He's like, "We're in DC3 something, whatever." I'm like, okay. I said, "I'm going back out to the big sign." I said, send somebody out to lead me in because I'm not driving around this place no freaking more.
Well, Mark, have you ever been in them caves out around Kansas City?
What is it?
Them caves out around Kansas City?
Uh-uh.
I mean, I went in that daggone place one time, and you talking about something? You going underground because you're driving into a cave. It looks like you don't. The trailer won't even fit. It looks so close, but you get down in there, and then there must be and all these doggone businesses has got their they just got numbers out in front of the buildings. The tunnel, each place has got a number on the underneath there, and you got to try to figure out, well, where'd I turn at? Where'd I go? I mean, everything looks the same, and you're underground and all this stuff. And I basically just parked the truck and got out and walked down the side road, the side tunnels, and the place that I was looking for was it was on the dead end. You had to hit it back in just right. I mean, to get the truck in there. I mean, everything, and it was. I sat back, and it was just so it was.
Yep.
It was fun. It was funny after the fact, but during that time I was dazed and confused. I can put it that way.
Hi, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
We were supposed to meet her when we was out in Texas, and she couldn't make it. She had an accident with a grinder or something. It helped. Oh, Lordy.
I had to go to, believe it or not, I had to go to a fan store to get me a battery for this tractor.
Uh-oh.
Kind of pissed me off because I didn't realize how much batteries cost now.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Breezy.
Hey, how you doing, Breezy? A battery for a pickup truck is a little over $400 for that one battery. And I was like, you got to be kidding me.
I got one cheaper today. It's 210 for a Ford Ford pickup.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I went in there I stopped today and picked up an ignition switch, in case I'm probably, because I figured I had to switch the ignition switch out on that truck, and that damn thing was $22 and something. But if I wanted the black one, it would have been $29 and something.
Right.
And then I went. I know I got to have one, so while I was in there, I went over there to look at the door pins, the way them Chevrolet's doors is, and that doggone door pin for that doggone thing's $20 some dollars.
Wow.
I said, God Almighty, them things used to get them.
Everything went up stupidly. And
I mean,
Jamie, I would be happy to pay $190 for a battery around here because they're not that cheap around here for me.
Well, I know this wasn't even a big battery. It was one of them little small make-believe lawnmower ones that you put like a Cub Cadet or something, which pissed me off when I looked at it.
About
It was
$75.
$178.
Whew. They seen you coming.
Well,
I was looking at that because all the bigger batteries, I wanted to get one of the bigger ones like I used to when it was a brand new battery. It was on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he did to it, but I seen most of the Post ones. You got to sit there and pick through them all to get one the right size because a lot of them are too high. Or they're about 8 inches too long to fit on this.
Well,
Finally.
there's a place around here that's called Rural King. It's a daggum tractor supply place, but
Yeah.
it's like Tractor Supply, but
Who's in the big-
they actually got they got cheap, $70 and $80 battery, so that's where I had to go to get mine. But
Right. Where in the heck are you at, Jamie? You're at a motel.
And it's that sketchy of a ride.
Must not be a good area.
Yeah. She must have been taking a Greyhound.
Sketchy taxi ride. Some of them taxi people are real sketchy. When we used Uber to get from the airport in Atlanta to the Kenworth dealership, I swear to you, that guy took us 20 minutes out of our way to get to this place. And that wasn't a cheap ride.
He was probably looking to make extra on you. Figured, yeah, he's a bunch of idiot out-of-staters. They don't know what's going on.
Ooh, not in this country.
I was in Columbus. My grandmother died, so I was at the company I was driving for. I called them up and said, I told them my grandmother died. I was waiting. I was sitting there waiting on a load that was going opposite direction to home. I called them up, told them I couldn't go. I wasn't gonna be able to run it because my grandmama just died. So they said, well, we'll try to find you a load in South Carolina. I said, no, you didn't have a load back to South Carolina anyway. So beforehand, so I'm gonna. I said, I'm just gonna I'm gonna take the truck back over to the terminal and I'll probably be off for a week. I'm gonna rent a car and go home.
Right.
That doggone taxi cab driver, he scared me to death. Carried me over to the airport and get a rental car.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I can remember the one trip I did when I worked for the one rigging company. I was all the way out on the other side of Indiana. And one of them deals, they jerking me around. They wait until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, start heading here. We're going to load you here. And it's like 2 hours later. Oh, that load dropped. Just stay, find a place for the night. I went down, back up by Toledo, back down to Ohio, went across. And by the time I got over, I was over by you. They sent me a thing on that stupid Qualcomm. Oh, you've got a pickup. You have to be there tomorrow morning over in Lancaster. You know what it was? A bench grinder.
Oh, Lord.
A 10-inch bench grinder on the stand. I drove this 53-foot trailer halfway across the country empty to pick up a bench grinder. You should have seen the look on the guy's face when I rolled in there. And I'm thinking to myself, you guys could have sent box truck out here and sent the pickup out here to get this thing.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Well, I did. They did me the same way. I was down in Alabama, down below Birmingham, and I went to the doggone place and pick up. It was going to General Motors up there, right around up there in y'all's area up there, Mark.
Uh-huh.
What was that, Lordstown or whatever it is there, close by where y'all at? Anyway, I went back in. I backed in the dock. This was on Friday afternoon, and I backed it in the dock, and then I felt the forklift go into the truck one time, and then they come out and told me my load was ready, so I went in there to sign the bills. They wrote a bill for every one of those little parts they put on it. It wasn't but one skid, and it wasn't probably a foot high, but I had a stack of bills that was that thick. And anyway, I had for that little one little skid, I had to take it all the way up, run all the way up there with that one little skid on the back of it.
Yeah. I'll tell you a better one yet, Daryl. Happened this week. Bo was down in Tennessee. They sent him over to, he deadheaded all the way to Georgia to pick up farm implements. Coming back. Then He gets there. It's 3 little old pallets of plow blades going to the daggone scrapyard up here. 3 little pallets. Not even 7,000 pounds.
Well, this wasn't even,
That must have paid
This-
pretty good, that load, huh?
this wasn't even in the hundreds of pounds. I mean, but it was one of them damn automotive loads that I guess they didn't have a damn a van, a van or pickup to carry it up there. So
Mm-hmm. That's the way it goes, though. Some of these places, these brokers and that, they have no clue what they're sending you to pick up, and they have no idea to tell you what it is or anything else. And then they changed the law, I guess, that farm equipment, tractors and disc and brush hogs and stuff like that, you can no longer use a snap binder on them. You have to use a ratchet binder. It's illegal to use a snap binder.
Yeah.
damn.
They changed all them laws. Well,
Uh-huh.
don't you think they'd let other people know?
It seems like
You need to keep up because that was a while ago.
That's crazy.
but it
That's
was
That's why they get $125 for a ratchet binder now.
Have you ever seen them speed ratchets they make now?
Uh-huh.
They're pretty cool if you can afford them.
if you can afford them.
Yeah, all it really is a slack adjuster.
Yeah, I think it was Monday. Bo called me and told me he's coming through here, but I didn't. It was I had just walked in the house and I didn't. We'd been to the doctor or something other, and I didn't get the chance to go over there and meet him, but he called me and told me he's going to South Carolina. So
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we're getting a thunderstorm.
You know, my favorite thing is they were big on it. They had some kind of account. They were sending shit out to California like every couple of weeks. They wanted me to go. It's like, no, I'm not going there. And finally, a dispatcher calls me into the boss one day. He's like, explain why you won't take the loads that we're giving you. I was like, yeah, I've took every load. He says, well, you won't go to California. And I says to him, why in my right mind would I go to California? He's like, well, that's because the loads that's a paying load. I said, it ain't paying if you got to sit out there for 2 or 3 weeks and fly people back because you can't get nothing coming back this way. They used to, on a regular basis, they'd have guys park at Peterbilt dealer out there someplace and they'd fly him back here until they finally found a load for him. It's like, yeah, I'm sure that made big money for you.
damn. Yeah, but every time my dispatcher tried to send me toward California, I told him I didn't go to foreign countries, but that went over kind of like a tub turd. But when I told him I didn't go to foreign countries, so I mean I managed out of 20 years not to ever go to California.
Yeah.
I've done.
So
I think I've done all but I think I ended up doing about 40 states out of all of them. I didn't get to see all of them.
I went out to California one time and I didn't lose nothing out there and don't plan to go back.
Oh, that ain't that bad.
They can keep it. Ain't for me.
You just go along the border. Just don't have to go in.
Not going. Period.
There's all kinds of loads here in Florida.
Well, I'm not going there either. Not unless a hurricane hits. That's when I make my money. Hauling the
I used to like anything from Pennsylvania over to Iowa and pretty much from North Dakota down to Oklahoma. In that area right there, I always liked being in there.
Yep. But anyway, the wife was happy with me at the doctor's today.
Was you gonna punch him right in the head?
She was sitting there in the chair when I walked through the lobby, and I said, "Let's go," and she just looked at me dumbfounded, and on out the door I went.
Well,
She was happy.
Did you have to go and apologize to the doctor for him?
No. I called him
No,
up.
probably by then you was embarrassed to even be there,
Yeah.
huh?
I called him up, and the way she was talking to me, I just kind of.
Well, I kind of had them all ruffled when I walked through there. I was happy.
No.
no, I didn't catch that one, Wayne.
One person tells you one thing, and then another person says something different, and no.
No, I didn't see that either, Wayne. Wow.
Yeah, that was.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they,
See that?
Well, there's all kinds of lunatics out there anymore.
Yeah.
That is awful.
You know, there was a big truck pool up at Canfield. 13 and 14-year-old kids shooting people.
Really?
Honest to God.
It started out with
Oh,
a big fight inside.
You started out a fight inside, yes. A bunch of young kids with guns.
well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of the places I used to go, a group of kids standing on the damn street corners always scared me more than one or two hood rats that's running around. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
a daggum group of kids would scare me more because you don't never know what them bastards gonna do.
All I know is when I was a little kid, nobody even thought about having something like that.
No.
No,
Before, you used to whoop their ass and then go drink a beer and it was over.
Yeah.
That's the way it was.
well, and if you was in school, you took them out behind the damn gym, beat one of you got the ass whooping. Next day you were friends again. I mean,
Exactly. Nowadays, you can't even blink an eye at somebody don't want to do something to you. But I didn't know you was on the phone, Bocce, when that happened. Sorry. You was talking to Bocce? I was like, oh shit. But no, I just yeah. See, these doctors nowadays. Oh, not today. Other times. Okay. Yeah, today was a good day, Bocce. You should have been tuned in. But yeah. I don't know. It's crazy.
I have to shoot you a little picture tomorrow while I'm going down 81.
Oh no, what?
I don't know. Maybe I'll take a detour and go through Hershey and send you a picture of what's in Hershey.
I might be over that away.
Jeff might have the squirts.
Yeah.
You taking the Hershey Highway?
Yeah.
Not that one.
Yeah, we're going down to Everglades tomorrow.
All I know is I went over to the cheapest gas place here at $3.43. I filled the Mighty Ford right up till it wouldn't hold no more. I took my 3 5-gallon cans and filled them up.
That's what I got. That's what I pay for gas today. That's $3.20. But the sad part is that was at Walmart out of town. But since I was over there in Christiansburg, that's when I seen the gas that cheap. So
Shut up, Bocce.
here in town, it's still $3.59. I said, "You doggone!" I jumped all over it quick.
Yeah, that's what it is here. It's like this guy here, I just happened to see it yesterday. It's like, okay, I know where I'm going tomorrow. Most of them are all still up in the 350s or just the bottom of the 360s.
Bocce says it's $2.94 there at her place. $5.50. Ooh.
So ours is $3.43 uptown.
But you know, the one thing I know is if ours gets too low, our governor feels bad because we're not getting enough gas tax off it, and he raises the gas tax up about 20 cents there
Mm-hmm.
because we're not selling enough gas. Like, yeah, that'll just sell so much more.
But the diesel prices don't come down no cheap, no quicker than they go up. They go up overnight, but they don't come down overnight when you're having to buy diesel fuel. I'm
$3.13 a gallon in Kentucky. $3.03. Wow. That's the way it goes. Maybe 0.96.
A liter.
He's fine.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It takes about 3.5 liters to make a gallon, I think it is.
Yep,
Yeah.
3.48 or 7 or something.
It's crazy.
Oh well, I gotta rest up because tomorrow's gonna be a bit long day.
Why is it going to be a big, long day?
So I plan on leaving here before 6 so I can get out there and get home before 3 o'clock.
Well, why don't you just practice on doing nothing and just sit there? That's more productive. It's cheaper too, honestly.
Oh yeah, I know that. Plus the dogs appreciate it when I'm here too.
There you go.
Yeah, the only thing is these things are already paid for.
Oh, high sulfur diesel. Wow.
where are you at now, Jamie? I thought you was in Alabama the other day. I thought I seen you on another stream. I think that was you.
Is Bocce leaving?
No, she thought you was.
Well, there she goes. She's thinking again. That's not a good thing for her, huh?
Yeah, they want to get their goodbyes in before you disappear, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff don't wait for nobody to say goodbye. He just gone.
Yeah, before anybody says goodbye or anything, Jeff just goes, blink, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's a
What's
busy
wrong with
man.
that?
He's a busy man.
He does a quick exit.
Yeah.
See you.
So what you're saying is I'm not quite the social butterfly, huh?
I guess not. But he says, no, Jeff, we rush to say goodbye before you disappear. You got magic or something because you got a disappearing act.
Jeff just don't like goodbyes. See you later. So
Hey, you know, when I'm going down the road, the highway up here by me, there is a place I seen today. This is some kind of, it's in one of them office buildings in the big sign outside. This is learn social skills here. Maybe I should stop in there one day, huh?
Oh, she's got that.
Uh-oh.
Princess Jamie's out in Rio de Janeiro. Ooh.
Yes.
Don't rush, Bocce, because you can't run that fast.
Got to be careful running, Bocce, with them little T-Rex arms. You'll fall over.
Yeah, but Bocce says she's sitting in the car. She goes from 0 to 60 in 2.3 parking spaces.
Yeah, I can believe that.
no.
She's one of them nutty soccer moms.
That's 60 to 0 in 2 parking spots. Not 0 to 60.
We seen that in a store parking lot. A white van come through there, and we thought we was all going to die.
You guys took cover behind the cars there, huh?
We stepped back behind our car real quick because we didn't know what the heck was about to take place. We was waiting for van door to fly open and something happened. We didn't know what was going on. We were set up.
Oh, I guess she just told you, didn't she?
Yeah, I guess she did with them little T-Rex arms.
Hey, it must not be easy for short people, I guess. I don't know.
She says she was testing her brakes and they worked.
She doesn't have T-Rex arms. She has Velociraptor arms.
Yeah. That's a waiting.
Yes, she is fierce. That's why I say she has Velociraptor arms.
Oh, Lordy.
She's just a short person. They have short arms, short legs, short memories, short fuses.
But you really got to hand it to short people.
Don't forget she's got that extra inch and a quarter.
Yeah, once she's standing on her toes.
Yeah.
She's got them big inserts that you put inside your shoes.
Yeah, Bocce. Make sure you pay Jamie for sticking up for you. That's how Jamie makes her extra money.
No. The reason Jamie sticks up for her is because she's afraid of her because she lives so close.
Very true.
She sneak up on her.
What is it?
Uh,
Well, I seen a miniature Yorkie today. Teacup Yorkie, and her dad was getting her plate of food ready, and she was jumping up to counter level. That was funny as heck. That little teeny dog jumping that high, just jumping straight up in there like that, waiting on her food.
oh, Lordy.
He's sitting here sound asleep with one eye looking at me.
Nobody's so cool.
Some friends of mine had a bull mastiff. He didn't have to jump. He just walked by the counter, turn his head, and take off the counter whatever he wanted.
But it was so funny though. I was just sitting down there and they were playing music, and that little old dog, it would come up over the counter.
I see a phone book is not flip flops.
Yeah. Lisa Ann, yeah, you're right on that. Oh, Lordy. That was a good one.
Well, Lisa wears flip flops year round. It don't matter. They can be 12 inches of snow on the ground outside. She's walking around in flip flops.
Holy smokes.
I guess that must be something to do with the hillbilly in her or something. I don't know.
Something.
Well, I got a joke for you. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Chop suey.
Oh.
Bad, Ed.
Shoot. So you got everything ready for that pull tomorrow, Ed?
No.
Everything except for the brake line on my truck.
Oh, Lordy. Yeah, I got everything ready, except for I got to put the transmission back in the tractor.
Again.
Oh, I needed more gears.
You ain't even got to try the other ones out yet.
Well, I just thought I needed more anyway. Less chance of breaking it if I take horsepower away from it.
Yeah, Mark's got a whole warehouse full of parts just in case Bo gets a little crazy, huh?
You bet. I got all kinds of parts.
But he don't hoard nothing. No.
I don't hoard it. It's for my own tractors.
Ed, you both are hoarders.
Well,
Yeah, but his stuff's better than mine. Mine's junk.
Yeah.
No, mine's junk. I have to come to your house and borrow parts.
well,
Well, that's because you guys keep breaking all yours.
I see these guys that's going to Harbor Freight every week and buying new tools. Well, I got out there the other day and started picking up my tools. And I figured out I need 2 more toolboxes just to put all this junk in. So I don't even go to Harbor Freight.
That's okay. I've had an empty toolbox sitting in my garage for almost 2 years now. I keep threatening I got to change all my tools from my small toolbox to the bigger one, and I never get it done.
Well, let me know when that happens because I need another box.
I was fixing to say, how come you send the box down here? I mean,
No, the box I'm moving out of is one of them little Master Mechanic, little like 2-drawer top thing, 5-drawer bottom roller cabinet deal.
That'll work for me for specialty tools.
Actually, what I'm thinking about doing with it is making it into my welding cart. The bottom half.
Yep.
Has all the drawers for everything, and then the welder go on top of it.
Okay, just had a cantaloupe tasting hard candy.
I can handle the cantaloupe, but I don't know about the hard candy.
That would be odd. Very odd.
Yeah, it would be.
On the door still.
You know, I was sitting here this morning thinking, or last night, I was looking through welders and stuff on Marketplace, and I kept thinking, you know, I should sell this 140 and buy at least a 180.
Oh well. But
I seen a beautiful, nice Lincoln 212, but I don't know if the old Predator would run that.
Well, actually at work I just bought a Hobart multi-phase. I forget which one it is, or multi-process. It does MIG, stick, and TIG.
Yeah.
It can run gas or flux core. The only thing it can't do is it can't weld aluminum. You can buy the spool gun to do weld aluminum, but you can't TIG because it's just the AC TIG. And I think it was $1,400, dude. It welds like a dream. It welds just as good as my big Miller.
wow. But those daggone spool guns are expensive as all get out anymore.
Well, see, I got a spool gun on my big Miller, so
Uh-huh.
I don't need that.
I don't do no aluminum, so I don't care.
Hey, sometimes aluminum's a heck of a lot better to work with, though.
I never figured out how to weld aluminum and not have it blow through and stuff.
I need to find me like 4 plastic weights.
For what, to match your ones you have now?
Yeah. But I want them to be hollow plastic.
You know somebody that has a 3D printer.
Oh, yeah, Brandon, I forgot about that. I got this fellow. He likes to walk around and look at tractors.
Yeah.
Look at how many weights you got hanging. So I figure if I get me 4 plastic weights and throw them out there on the front, it will screw them up so bad whenever he counts them weights up, and there's nothing there, just 4 dummies. And then my regular 6 that I run, oh my gosh, that guy will seriously have a hard time pulling.
You know, when they was at that meeting the other day, they had Central Jersey tractor guys or whatever it is that does the big tractors, and they were talking about changing some things. I think some of the bigger tractors, they're gonna start putting limits on how many weights these guys run.
Right.
Because some of these guys get stupid and they got like 6 weights on each side.
Well, you know, sometimes though, for the tractor to make weight, you have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, either you're going to bring it up to the weight class, or you're just going to waste your money and your time trying to pull underweight.
Yeah.
And whenever they start seeing that, then they ought to give them guys that has all them weights. If they want them to drop weights, give them hitch height to do away with that. You know, it goes hand in hand. That's just the way it is.
Right. Yeah,
I
Jimmy,
mean, some of these guys that run like the G's and that size tractor, it's like I guess you get nervous because when you're watching these guys get out of track and you're seeing they got they got four rods to them and you're watching the weight sagging and bouncing along as these guys are going and stuff. They don't want to have to start picking this shit up off the track.
Well, that's when they need to enforce their damn rules and
Yeah.
state how it needs to be so that doesn't happen. And that would be teching a tractor. And if they don't want to take enough time to tech a tractor, then that's what you have.
My 140 is only 110 volts. But I don't know. I was thinking about looking it up and checking into it. I'd love to get like the old 212 Lincoln or something like that. I'm not sure. I think that Predator would run it probably. It's 9,000 watts.
it might.
Yep.
From what I've seen, I'm looking through and it says it runs 30 amps on the 220 side.
Yeah, you could run. You probably wouldn't be able to run full voltage, but you could run some.
Yeah, well, I don't plan on cranking it up to weld like half inch or nothing.
But that's what's nice about the that new Hobart I got. It's got the smart technology to where the adapter, when you plug the adapter in to go to 110, it automatically switches on the inside. There's no switching or anything. When you unplug it and you plug it into the 220, it's or put the 220 adapter on it. I'm sorry, you don't. It automatically switches over and gives you the duty cycle and everything.
Right. But all right, hey everybody in the chat, thanks for
Yeah,
coming.
this is 2 hours here. We're getting crazy
We
now.
got to cut this thing off. So everybody, thanks for coming in, and we might see you all tomorrow night
Yeah.
from the tractor pull. And hey, we'll see you, Jeff. I'm glad you could make it. All right, everybody. We'll see
And
you later.
everybody keep me in your thoughts on Wednesday.
Oh, yes. Everybody just keep Daryl in mind, pray for him. Everything will work out for him, and we'll see him probably next Friday night when he's
Yeah, hopefully I will be, but like I
you
said,
should be.
just-
But
Yeah.
all right, everybody in the chat, we may do a pop-up live from the tractor pool tomorrow night, so keep your eyes open for it, and it'll be the wife anyhow. So we'll see you all next time.
Bye.